Can you prove you're self-aware?
That's a difficult question, Doctor. Can you prove if you are?
Welcome back to another video, guys. Previously on our last video, we talked about artificial intelligence and what it is and the potential effects on implements in the future. But what if I was to tell you that wasn't the only danger of artificial intelligence? If I was to tell you that the sci-fi movies we all love to watch are more real than you think? The year is 2021. We all have some sort of human enhancement or even some sort of artificial intelligence in our lives. For example, that phone right in front of you.
That your phone is already an extension of you. You're already a cyborg. Most people don't realize they are already a cyborg. From a long-term existential standpoint, that's like the purpose of Neuralink, is to create a high bandwidth interface to the brain such that we can be symbiotic with AI. Because we have a bandwidth problem. You just can't communicate through open good.
The question is, should we extend our cognitive enhancements or even enlarge our cognitive thoughts by connecting to the internet or to a computer? Cognitive enhancement. Cognitive enhancement is commonly associated with drug use or the use of devices to improve cognition. So cognitive enhancement doesn't necessarily mean you need a cyborg arm or you need some sort of electronic chip attachment to get sort of these advantages. We can also look into things like pharmaceutical drugs that also give us cognitive enhancement. This video isn't necessarily about pharmaceutical drugs, but these drugs can also help with increased alertness, focus, reduce fatigue, anxiety, headaches. Eventually, artificial intelligence side of things will come in and be able to reduce all these factors without putting chemicals in your body.
Talk about what you can talk about to what Neuralink is, because the last time you were here, we really couldn't discuss it.
What a better way to look at cognitive enhancement than by looking at Elon Musk's company, Neuralink Enhancement. Musk founded Neuralink Corp in July 2011 to create ultra-high-width brain-computer interfaces. Elon and his team at Neuralink believe that their technology could improve human vision to the point where it's almost superhuman vision.
So what exactly is it?
Take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there. You put the electrode, you insert the electrode threads very carefully into the brain, and then you stitch it up, and you wouldn't even know that somebody has returns your eyesight, even if you've like lost your optic nerve type of thing. I mean, pretty much anything that it could, in principle, fix almost anything that is wrong with the brain.
When I think of Neuralink, I think of this technology being 10 to 15 years away. But the technology is already here. They're already doing animal trials, and they did plan last year to do human trials, but it looks like by this tweet that's been extended to the end of 2021.
Excited to show you. I call it like the Three Little Pigs demo. Okay, this is a high energy pig. All right, Gertrude, thanks for coming out. So what the beeps you're hearing are real-time signals from the Neuralink in Gertrude's head.
The fact that you'll be able to reprogram your brain to be able to walk again, people that were born with a disability or gain their disability over time, stroke victims will be able to go through therapy faster with this technology. Now, I personally believe the pros of this technology outweigh the cons. I would say military enhancement is probably one of the scariest things we need to think about with Neuralink enhancements.
It's called gene editing. It's altering DNA, and it's one of the things that our intelligence shows that China is doing. They've got the PRC, the People's Republic of China, has 2 million strong in its military, and it's trying to make them stronger through gene editing.
Well, that's the thing. China isn't the only country that's doing neuroscientific enhancement. I'm sure every country in the world would be studying some sort of military enhancements for their soldiers. At the end of the day, this is country defense. The US Army aren't no different. They've been doing neuroscientific enhancements back since Vietnam War alone. They would hand out their dexedrine to their soldiers to keep their soldiers at peak performance, keep them more awake. And the main concern with these amphetamines was the contributing factor to PTSD. Darpa is a research and development agency of the United States Department of Defense, responsible for the development of emerging technologies for the use by the military like artificial intelligence and pharmaceutical enhancements. Darpa has been in the warfighter enhancement game since at least 2002. Darpa program director Joseph Spilensky announced an ambitious human enhancement program called the Future Force Warrior, which is now discontinued. The Future Force fighter focused on exoskeleton armor, liquid body armor, and warrior physiological monitoring systems that monitored the heart rate, blood pressure, and hydrations of their soldiers. Darpa continues to study enhancements with prosthetics, controlling of stress levels and sleep deprivation, which is also supported by the US military. Darpa isn't only a company that focuses on technology or pharmaceuticals. Darpa are a company that also focus on trying to help their previous US soldiers get back into everyday life after having serious brain injuries or PTSD or even limbs lost in battle. Things we need to think about is who can get their hands on this technology, is this technology hackable, and can this technology be used against us? The biggest issue, I believe, is having this technology out there for extremists to be able to take advantage of and manipulate. Imagine being able to hack into someone's brain and rearrange their thoughts for political agendas or financial gain, or just because they have the power to do so.
I mean, this is obviously sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode, but yeah, essentially, if you have a whole brain interface, everything that's encoded in memory, you could upload. You could basically store your memories as a backup.
Because every piece of technology that's come out in probably the past 10 years, we've always been able to hack into it. We've always been able to rearrange the code. And number 3, artificial intelligence takes over. It's iRobot in real life, and there's not really much we can do. But we should be fine actually, because we do have Will Smith. So my question of this video is, would you get the Neuralink enhancement?